Thanks, Hunter. I'll be over there in a little bit. What's up, Lug? Just playing some golf. Damn it, overcorrected. Damn it. Ooh, that could have went bad.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the pristine grounds of TPC Sawgrass, our opening round coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Catalan, alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem. Luke Elvey with us as well, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a monster week on tour. It's the Players' Championship. What challenges does TPC Sawgrass present?
I think more than anything else, it's the most effective and efficient way to attack this Pete Dye design, Andrew. There's nothing straightforward about it. The tee boxes point you one direction, the fairway landing area is in a different direction, and the greens sit in a different direction. There are no straight lines on this golf course. You have to think outside the box to get it around the best at TPC Sawgrass, which is not something that the best in the world tend to do very well. They like things very linear. This is not linear.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 6th. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Ooh, boy, not pretty. Not a bad result right there. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Still some work to do here. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Ah, this one is looking good. This one looking good. And it drops. Teeing off here on the third.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of the screen, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And just this short one left for par. Here's a look at the way things stand. Our featured player is in a tie for second. A par 4 here.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
He's got this left for birdie. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Time to take on this shot from the rough. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Oh, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
What a beautiful leave right there. 5 feet remains.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That was close. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
He's got a very long way to go. Come on. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. The tee shot at number 9. Oh, flex on that drive. For more, we send it down to John.
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets it set for his next shot here on the 2nd.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Well, gonna have to get a new ball out of the bag. That one is out of bounds. The ball settles just off the fairway. This putt for a bogey. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
Yeah, it's a mid-range 32-foot putt.
Tremendous lag putt. This putt from 4 feet.
Well,
And after that hole, he falls
yeah,
back
well.
to 1 under for the tournament.
Not much happening moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
That's a really nice shot. Wow, he's going to like that one. And this putt to move into the top 5. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
Could not be more perfect.
His second shot here. 3 behind our leader.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Okay, step 1 complete. Out of the bunker. Now let's go make it putt. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one is breaking left to right.
Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. And that should secure the par on this one.
Yeah. But at least it wasn't Tyler Reddick winning in the fourth one.
The event. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3-13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Oh, that was mashed. This one from about 160 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Yep, that shot safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
What a disappointment. And down it goes. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader.
Yeah, I'm going to go over there in a little bit.
Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right
I was doing
to
the game
left,
on here,
start
so
off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
What a great feeling to put an eagle on the scorecard. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. The tee shot at 17.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Right on line, but just misses. 4 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Now to 18, the par 4.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
This is a good 130 club. That's a really nice approach shot. This putt from 7 feet away. Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. And a fantastic round in the books for our featured player, finishing the day on top of the leaderboard.
Cheers, my friend.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This will be a historic day for one player. It's the final round of the prestigious Players' Championship. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. The leader is at 8 under par as we get it going on 2K Sports. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
That's a beautiful shot into the first, and now a great look at birdie. What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Most certainly is. Love to see it.
While we move on to the next hole, we show you that Rory McIlroy is the leader. Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
This one looking pretty good off the tee. This shot in the 220-yard range. Five-iron on the way. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
That is a rough way to not write an eagle down on your scorecard. Another birdie. That's 2 in a row. Maybe the start of a hot streak.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in a tie for 3rd place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with 8-iron here. That was really well played. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 4th.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. I just love watching those pitch shots around the green. Well played. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead.
Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Second shot here on the 5th. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. This now for a share of the lead. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Currently at 10 under par overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Great looking shot this. 13 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, this one looks like it's breaking hard to the right.
And it drops for birdie.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And he has now taken sole possession of the lead here.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
As you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. You find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward.
In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
The par putt. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. Now to the par 5, 9th hole. That's a good one to build momentum on.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Going with 5 wood. Oh, that was so close. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Well, they can't all be good. Looking to get up and down from here.
Come on, ball. Come on.
How about that shot? The chip drops.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right, so a super tough read, but I've got it moving right, and then it's going to go left.
On a good line.
And that's a nice looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up. Nice birdie, well played. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Holding steady in first place after that one. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1, but watch out if you hit the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead. And currently sitting at an impressive 16 under for the tournament. We've arrived at a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. That's a disappointing shot. Time for the second shot here at 15. This is a 9-iron on the way. Just a little bit off on that shot.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
That is the perfect position to leave it in. Needs this to drop to save par. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
This is full send. And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Second shot on the 16th hole.
Not a huge surprise missing the green here. That lie was challenging, to say the least.
That is a very useful shot with par back in play. That one drops. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. Let's go over to 17, the par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Oh, with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line.
Tell you, where he drove this, that's where some players are dreaming of pitching out to.
Wow, our leader's got it going today. Many consider it the deepest field in golf. A putt to rise above and win the Players' Championship. There it is. Our featured player wins the Players' Championship.
Take a bow. What a performance.
Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
It takes a lot of mental fortitude to win not just once, but back-to-back weeks. Job well done.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.
Okay, well. That should have been him. Hi, guys. You see what I said in your chat? Look right above your comment. It's your fault because I say so. Loki, move. Yeah. I wish this game could have played more than 4 people. But Oh my God. Yeah. This dog. Yeah, 6 would be better. I think I got enough to put 2 more accolades on my. Lucky I'm about to throat punch you. Stupid little fucker. You leaving the yard? I didn't want to back out. Well, yeah, they should have more than 4.
Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy will be following all the action. And Rich, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm excited about this day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. We'll deal with that shortly. But firstly, take us through this course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, I don't know, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake, so I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I wouldn't.
We head down to the first tee now. As we alluded to in the intro, there does appear to be a bit of a rivalry that's taken shape. Henny, what seems to be happening from your perspective?
Hi, Luke. Yeah, I'm looking forward to following these two players in the group. Words have been exchanged between these two leading up to the event, and our featured player seems to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Thanks, Henny. That's good insight. That should certainly add a little extra spice to our coverage this week. Second shot here on the first. Going with the 5-iron here. These putts really add up at the end of the day, right on 12 feet.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
And he's down there. You got a read?
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
How good was that putt?
Just what you want to see. That is a heck of a start right there. Love to see it.
Currently 2 under for the tournament. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort. Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
And from the rough, too. This is looking nice.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
This one is clocking in around 43 feet.
Can he make one from long range? This has got some intent. Oh, that's a great putt. Did everything but drop. And this one is for his par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
11 feet left to the hole. It's on a great line. That's well holed. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
And this putt coming up for his par. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. 9 feet to the cup. Seems to be some sort of a mission he's on today.
Fantastic start right out of the gate.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it? Putting for par.
It's a short putt, but it's moving to the left.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Currently sitting at 4 under par. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, you're going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Here's Max Homa now. 4 strokes off the lead.
That away, come on.
Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And now that finds him in first place. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there, a high shot moving a...
Oh, my. Holds it from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. This one is from at least 30 feet out. And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Big putt for par coming up. And that putt'll drop. Well done. Leading by a couple after that hole. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Well, we're getting more and more used to seeing this, aren't we, Rich? Max Homa once again in the limelight. He's certainly stepped up to the elite level on the tour.
Yeah, it just seems like, you know, it took him a while to get comfortable with the PGA Tour and his surroundings. But now that he's found the winner's circle multiple times, it becomes, you know, old habit to him. It's coming easier and easier, and he's evolving into one of the greats in the game.
There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Sitting at 6 under for the day.
Well, that approach shot seemed to catch Max Homa's attention. Nothing to roast there. Fantastic shot.
Putting for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Sitting at -7.
I'm not sure he got enough out of the rough on that one.
A bit wild on approach there.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Beautiful shot. And he moves to 8 under now.
Luke, love it. Let's take another look.
Just look at how they get this ball up and out of the sand.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Time to check in with Max Homa. What's he got in store for us here? Okay, let's get back to the action. 14 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
John, have you got a read on this one?
And this putt should go left to right here.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The 14th is a par 5.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. sitting at 9 under.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par. Okay, let's head to the next. And our featured player has now built a comfortable 6-stroke advantage on the field. Going with the hybrid.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, this is going hard left.
It's just about 3 feet away. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. The Copperhead course, the snake pit, we're right in the middle of it.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
This one heading towards the green. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot. Plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
That'll hurt the momentum. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's 9 under par for the event. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's a Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
So close. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.